talk about Keaton Bills. Keaton Bills is a guy that is just an awesome player. And I think the big difference between him and Seitawa, I would imagine Laumea has a better ceiling than Keaton Bills does, right? You can look at the RAS score for Keaton Bills. It's not impressive. It's actually kind of bad. It's average to below average. And when you're saying average, you're talking about an average of everyone that's been measured over a long time. And you don't want to be average when it comes to RAS scores. Just to give you guys an idea. But Keaton Bills, consistency. That's what you're getting with this guy. I'd say out of him and Laumea, I think if you want a day one plug and play guy, I actually think I'd lean Keaton Bills over Laumea. Now, Laumea, like I said, has the higher ceiling, but Keaton Bills has really been a solid, consistent guy for Utah for a while now. You look at that. In 2020, he really starts to get some playing time, 226 snaps, 59.6 grade. So not good. It's below average, but it's not terrible. A lean towards run block, and below average pass blocking. And then you have 2021, a 62.3 grade, which is a little below average, but definitely not bad. It's starting to get good. And then he has a 63.6 run block grade, which is about average, and a pass block grade that's horrendous of a 48.1. But then he takes a step in 2022 with a 71.7 grade, basically right down the middle with pass block and run block, 68.9 and a 70.6, and really becomes an impressive player for Utah. A 71.7 grade at offensive line's very good. I mean, it's good at least. It's consistent. And you look at his game log, there's not a ton of up and down swings. Everyone has up and down swings, but he's consistent pretty much game in and game out. And then 2023 follows it up again. His run blocking gets a good amount better. His pass blocking gets a good amount worse, but not terrible, still below average, where he looks like a guy that, he has the ability to pass block when necessary. And he showed that he could do it for a whole season at a pretty good level in 2022. And don't forget, guys, the quarterback play has to factor into this in 2023. So I think with Keaton Bills, like I said, solid down in, down out player. The RAS score is pretty rough. It's not promising, but seems like a guy to me that really, if your team picked him up or is thinking about picking him up, it's a good pick. Like, to me, if he's your starter right away, that's probably not a good thing. He could probably spot fill for some games out the gate, but it's probably not a good thing if he's a starter. But he's a guy that can be a serviceable backup right away at the NFL level. That's kind of how I view Keaton Bills. Let's go ahead and see, where do they have him for Draft Buzz? What is the projection? Let's see. Boom. And all Pac-12 honorable mention in 2022 for Keaton Bills. So he's not just some random player. So he's actually ranked number 239 overall and projected to be a UDFA. But that means he's borderline draftable. So you could see him go late day 3. You could see him go undrafted. As an undrafted guy, he's a big pickup. He's a good pickup. But as a late day 3, definitely that's kind of where I would imagine him going. And I think if you did get him or are projecting to get him on late day 3, you should be happy about that. He's a good player. He's solid guy down in and down out.